How you doing? This is my first pizza video, and if you're friends and family and you know me, I like to have pizza parties, and not everybody could get over, so I figured I try this video and see if it helps everybody, and mangiamo. Here goes. Enjoy. So I start off with the flour, and my scoop right there is a 1.25 cup scoop. It's cheaper than the 1 cup scoop, and I also like to make a lot, so it made sense to get the bigger scoop. Start off with the whole wheat. Let's grab 1 scoop, put it in. Then I go with my second flour, which is the double O, that really fine flour. I like to go with the Anna Napolitano. You don't have to go with Anna. You could go with another, brand, as long as that really fine, flour for making pizza dough. It's good stuff. And then once you get 1 scoop of that in, then you go with that almond flour. There we go. That gives it a nice flavor. It also helps out with, not as many carbs. I'm a big fan of almond flour. But you can't go all almond flour. Pizza dough will turn into a cookie. Alright. So if you want to you can stop there. 3 scoops of flour, 1, 1, and 1 will get you around 3 dough balls. But I'm going with 1 extra scoop of Anna Napolitano this time because I'm making a little bit more. I have some friends coming over, or just making some pizza for family or for lunch. Who knows? So I did 1, 2, and 1 for this dough ball. And there I am showing you 1, 2, and 1. Alright, so then we go with that yeast. You can go with the wet yeast and get it at the pizza store or at a restaurant, but not too many people could get that wet yeast. So I'm going with the dry yeast. This is what I typically go with. You could get the dry yeast at a supermarket, either at your Giant or your ShopRites or your Acme's, wherever you shop at. So use the warm water, about a 1/2 cup of warm water. And for these dough balls, I use about half of those packets. So you get 1 pack will get me 2, a full set of dough balls. I don't like using too much yeast because I'm using, I'm only making, 3 to 5 dough balls at a time. So then you activate the yeast with a little bit of sugar. And as you know, with the dry yeast, to make sure it's active, you got to mix it up and you let it sit. And if it bubbles, then you know it's active. If it doesn't bubble, then it's really not active. And have some fun while you're mixing it. There we go. Get it all mixed nice and good. Guess I didn't like that view. Alright. I don't know why I had to show that view like that. There we go. Alright. Now it's time to spice it up. I love me some rosemary. Alright, pour some rosemary in. Nice, nice, nice. Can never have too much rosemary, right? Alright. Then I like to grind it nice and fine. Grind that up, do a little dance, have some fun making some pizza. You gotta make sure it's nice and fine, so keep grinding. And keep grinding. Ooh. Alright. Alright. I don't know why I kept videoing this. You get the point. You grind it. Alright. How much longer we got here? I need a sip of coffee. Alright, looks like I finally got done grinding it. Nice and fine. Alright, dump that right in. What's next? Oh, turmeric. That's some good stuff. Not only does turmeric enhance the flavor of the rosemary, it's also good for your joints, and it's an anti-inflammatory herb. So it's good to cook with this, not just with pizza, but incorporate that in all other entrees they might be cooking. All right, then we go with what's next? Oh, olive oil from Italy. It's Italian. All right, so I love olive oil, so just pour some in, pour a little bit more in, keep pouring it. There we go. Don't want to pour too much though. We ain't making focaccia bread there, buddy. All right, a little bit of garlic. Yeah. Make sure you use garlic powder and not that garlic salt. Gotta be there. When you're using the salt, I like to use that sea salt, that pink sea salt. Gotta be that good stuff. All right, I think that's enough there. Yeah, good. All right, what's next? Oh, here's a good view of how it looks like. A little dizzy, but at least you get the point. Now we got a mix. All right, it might get a little loud. I'm gonna try and talk a little bit louder into this commentary. All right, so pour the water that has the yeast in it, and that yeast was hopefully bubbling, a little fizzy, so you know it's active. And then I grab more warm hot water. That's about a cup and 3/4 of the warm water, and then just pour it in nice and slow. A little bit here, a little bit there. For this video, I'm pouring it in very small increments to show you how the dough mixes and forms. You can go a little bit faster once you do it and get used to it. If you go ahead and try and go faster, you don't have to pour little increments. You can pour larger increments in. All right. So as you can see, it's mixing. It's going from that powdery to a little bit of a stickiness. You got some stuck on the sides. So you just go and grab a spatula here. Turn that off before you take a finger off. And just take the sticky sides off and put it into the middle so it'll mix better. There we go. We're back to mixing. As you can see, you want that dough to be tacky but not sticky. You want it to be smooth. So you can add a lot of water in, and if you add too much water, then you just go and grab some more, more flour until it dries up. But here, I'm just going nice and slow. Pour a little bit of water in. See how it comes out. Pour a little bit more water in, and keep it mixing. As you can see, it's starting to smooth out, but there's still a lot of flour down there, so it's going to need a little bit more water. Eventually I'll put some more water in. You really don't have to go this slow, but this is just to show you how it goes. And now you can see I must have added some water in, and you can see how the flour is off the sides of the inside the bowl, and now it's starting to look like a dough ball. It's nice and smooth. It's not sticking to anything. It's not sticking to the bowl or the mixer. And that's all the water that I used. About a cup. I used about a cup and a half total, if you incorporate the water that I used with the yeast. So and as I cook, I really don't I don't, go with a set number. I go, I fill it up with warm water and I use as much as I need. Sometimes I gotta pour more into the cup, but it's really all until you get that dough not sticky but tacky, and it's easy to roll, easy to stretch, and you'll see the more you do it, the more grasp you get on making these dough balls. And obviously, you need a clean kitchen. So wipe everything off before you put the dough ball on it. And I'm saying dough ball, the batch of dough. We're going to get into the dough balls in a minute here. But first, let's go over how to knead. So not everybody has a mixer like I have right there. So you can mix it by hand, and once you get it, into a texture that you can take out of a bowl, then you just put it on the countertop and you just knead it with the palm of your hands and roll with your fingers. So fold it over. Yeah, roll with your palm or push down with your palm. And, hey, I'm sure you know how to knead, but figured I'd show you different techniques. I've had so many people show me how to knead. It's great. My grandmom, my mom and dad, old bosses at pizza stores. It's great. All right, so then we go and grab the chopper here. I don't like using a scale. I used to use a scale, but now I know just by picking it up how heavy it is and how big of a dough ball you want. But as you're starting off, grab a scale and measure your increments out, and then you could go and figure out what size pizza you want. So if you want a 9-inch, then you go with a smaller dough. All right, so here we go with how to roll the dough ball. So it's pretty much fold it with the palm of your hands and then knead with your fingertips. And it looks like I want a better view here. So let's try this view, and oh boy. Here's how you roll the dough like a zombie. All right. So you just roll the sides and get as you're rolling the dough, you're pretty much pushing the bottom up. So you're stretching the top out. So you're using the palm of your hands and then your fingertips to pinch it. All right, so I got one done. Let's go with the smaller one. Better view. We're back to the good view. Here we go. All right. Hold the palm of your hands, pinch with your fingertips. Just do quarter turns. Roll it, palm of your hands, fingertips, and then once you get it nice and smooth on the top, flip it, and then pinch that bottom till you get that little nipple. And you want that all sticking together, all congealing together. And then just put it hard on the countertop. And then do it 3 times if you need. All right, here, go a little bit faster here. And a little bit slower. So you pretty much just, you want that top to be nice and round. You want it to stretch. So you just keep folding it over, fold the bottoms over and pinch with your fingertips. And you're pushing that bottom up through the middle and into the top. And you pinch the bottom, get that little nipple, little mountain, and hammer it down on the countertop. There you go. Go a little bit faster here. Yeah, the more you do these, you can do them one-handed. You can do them really quick. You gotta go slow. But don't be afraid. The first time you do it, go nice and slow. Trust me, first time I did it, it was a mess. Takes time, takes practice. It's like anything else. You gotta have fun doing it too. There we go. All right. So as you know, we got yeast in it, so it's going to rise. You want the dough to rise and you don't want it to crack, so you got to cover that dough ball with some oil. I love olive oil. All right, so I pour it into my little Pyrex there. You don't have to use the Pyrex. You can use, a bowl. You can use pizza pan, dough pans, but you just roll the sides in, you know, the tops, the bottoms, get everything covered with oil. So as it rises and expands, it doesn't want to crack on you. There we go. All right, and if you're doing the pizzas, if you got yeast in it, probably gotta let it rise about 15 minutes to a half an hour. And if you didn't put yeast in it, then you probably just start stretching it out right now. Start making your pizza dough, or start, you already made the pizza dough. Start stretching your your crust out. So here's the pizza doughs, and I want to see if I could get a video together showing the how to make a pizza.